Hello viewers, this is Muhammad Kalim from Kylian Mbappe to Cristiano Ronaldo. Why Real Madrid fans whistle their own players when even Kylian Mbappe is whistled by the Bernabeu? You get a sense of just how demanding Real Madrid's fan base is. Mbappe, the 2018 World Cup winner and Madrid's top scorer, this season was targeted in his team's 1-0 win against Athletic Club in April, which followed their Champions League quarter-final elimination by Arsenal. He is not alone. Other star players, including Cristiano Ronaldo, Iker Casillas, and Alfredo Di Stefano, have all been whistled at some point by the Spanish club's fan. So what is behind it, and what does it tell us about the pressures of playing for Madrid? In England, players are booed. In Spain, they are whistled. It goes beyond football to the world of the bullfighting, which has deep roots in Spain. When the performance of the corrida bullfight in Spanish does not go well, spectators often voice their disapproval in this way. Nowhere is whistling more common than Madrid, Spain's capital, which historically has a more demanding character than other cities. There are examples of it happening in Real Madrid matches since 1920, including with forward Gaspar Rubio. The journalist and historian Alberto Cosin referred to Rubio as a fickle and fractious character who was sometimes booed and whistled in an article for Spanish outlet La Galerna in 2015. When Rubio took an unauthorized trip to Cuba and Mexico and returned in 1932 to play in a game against Athletic. Cousin writes that he received huge whistles when he took to the field, but the first notable cases actually come from Madrid's first great era of success in the 1950s, when they won the first 5 European Cups in a row. Until last year, Francisco Paco Gento was the only player to win 6 European Cup Champions League finals. Have since joined him in that feat, but his style of play meant he did not experience an easy start to life at the Bernabeu. The Spanish winger was described by fans at the time as being so quick that he often left the ball behind him, meaning fans despaired when he lost possession. At one point, Madrid considered sending him back to Racing Santander, the club they had signed him from, only for the iconic Di Stefano to vouch for him to the club's president Santiago Bernabeu. Even Di Stefano, Madrid's all-time top scorer with 308 goals until first row Cristiano Ronaldo and Karim Benzema overtook him, knew what it was like to be whistled at the Bernabeu. In December 1962, a newspaper advertising campaign superimposed a woman's legs with stockings on Di Stefano with the tagline, "If you were my wife, I would wear Berkshire stockings. The reaction in Spain, a conservative society still under the rule of the dictator General Franco, was so outraged that Madrid had to pay the company 1,50,000 pesetas to stop using the image. Even so, when Di Stefano next played at the Bernabeu, he was greeted with resounding whistles. He responded to 2 key goals in a 3-2 win against Athletic Club. According to George Valdano, who represented Madrid as a player, manager, and general manager, the media pressure around the club creates high expectations among fans. Now, Pundit, he also suffered whistles in 1980s. It has to do not only with the people but with the atmosphere at Real Madrid, with the media coverage and the weight of the week that someone spends at Real Madrid. Valdano, now 69, tells the Athletic, while I was playing for Madrid, sometimes going to Argentina felt like a relief. It is not that in Argentina I did not have any demands, because finishing second in a World Cup was already a failure, but the weight of the week was not the same as the one you suffered at Real Madrid, which forces you to be in a permanent state of alert. That's why I always say that Madrid's players run in self-defense. I played for 4 or 5 months with the whole stadium against me. I had Jose Maria Garcia against me, but it didn't change my game. Then I completed the best season of my life by winning the League, UEFA Cup, and World Cup in 1986. In what same decade, another club legend in Mikel Gonzalez received the same treatment. The midfielder was part of the famous Quinta del Butter generation, led by striker Emilio Butragueño, and consisting of 5 stars from the club's academy. In one match against Espanyol in June 1989, Mikel decided he could no longer stand the fans' whistles and left the pitch in protest. Madrid had all